Jawson, Criminal Brute. Space Police Commando. Space Police. Jawson's Vehicle. Undercover Cruiser. Just going to get this out of the way real quick because it is just an intergalactic lowrider. I actually kind of like the transparent flame effect on it. That's pretty sweet. Never seen that before. Which comes with flick fire missiles and a pair of autoguns. The wings can actually turn up and down, so usually you set it on the ground, the wings are like this, but you can actually turn them lower if you like. I kind of like it having wings a little lower like that. And that is Jawson's Vehicle. But obviously this set is not about Jawson, it is about the Undercover Cruiser. There's a lot of decals here, 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 a couple of areas underneath. Nice big engine block right there. Navigation beacons blue and red, very nice. And that's really all there is to this set. It's actually easier to set this one on the ground when it's like this. So you can do it in the other mode, but whatever. And you can flip these up and down as easy as fit, but you're supposed to leave them at a slight angle. So that's it for space cargo tug freighter thingy mode. Transforming the Undercover Cruiser is very, very easy. See that blue colored Technic piece right there? It's very loose. It just slips in and out of there real easily. So what you do is you grab the thing back here, and then you flip this around. That snaps, and that's on friction. It'll hold itself. Now there's something I want you to pay attention to as I do this, okay? Watch again. This is awesome. See these rather bulbous-looking Technic gears right here? Well, watch this. Watch those gears. Watch what happens. See? See? Watch. Watch again. These panels here, watch. How awesome is that? There you have the Undercover Cruiser in pursuit mode. So how about that? You get two ships for the price of one, huh? The engine block, which used to be in back, is now set in front and facing the correct direction. Notice that there's a big old hole right there, right down the middle. I haven't seen these pieces for a while. These are actually the window frames that you'd find on an airplane, Lego airplane set, except it doesn't have the windows there. But anyways, yeah, that goes all the way through. And look at the size of the ram scoop, the engine intake on this thing. I mean, jeez. The detail in these engines is actually pretty sweet. Remember I said earlier navigation beacons? Ah, well, it turns out they're actually police flashing light thingies. Also notice that the wings have changed. They say police as opposed to the generic space cargo freight logo under there. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. You have a flick fire missile here, which actually just popped in my hand for no reason. Anyways, the set only comes with two. More police markings. And the pilot gets a little bit of a reclined view this time, which just makes him look faster as hell because he's got a huge engine sitting up front, real small. It's real flat section back here, and then he's got an arrow in the front of the cockpit, and then he's got a reclining rocket seat. How about that? This thing is built for speed. Underneath, not so much, but, you know, whatever. Now, when I said earlier that it's actually better to have it in the disguised mode and have it landing, well, that's not entirely true. I was kind of iffy on that. You can actually tilt this down, grab the camera here, and then you can set it down, kind of, sort of. So long as this has friction in it, it will not collapse down, because otherwise it's tilted at a weird angle. So, but anyways, yeah, you can set it like that. And so, is the details of the Undercover cruiser. I'm going to say this right up front. This is going to be the only Space Police 3 Lego set that I ever get. I'm recording this in 2011, and it has been confirmed that Space Police is ending. Actually, they're not making any new ones in 2011. It's just whatever's left from 2010. So I just want to say that right up front. I remember the first time I saw this in late 2010 at a Walmart, and the box art shows the cruiser chasing Jawson's vehicle. And it struck me as kind of a safe and officially authorized police vehicle version of a pod racer from Star Wars Episode 1. You know, those kinds of things. Because it has these huge, massive engines up front, and this long, skinny thing back here, and it's got this tiny little cockpit in back. So it kind of gave me that feeling, like this thing was built for speed. It had a bit of flair to it, there's a bit of style to it. And the wings back here, you know, certainly help. And it actually wasn't until I turned the box around that I found out it can actually be converted into kind of a disguise mode. I completely didn't get that until I turned it around. And, I mean, even though it's on the box, I mean, right here it says, you know, converts to flight mode. Wait a minute, isn't this thing already flying? Anyways, yeah, even though this was right here, it wasn't until I turned it around that I realized, oh my good God, this thing actually transforms. So, yeah, that was pretty amazing. That was the biggest draw for me by far, is that it transforms. It's not a parts former, you know, which I hate. And you know what? It is somewhat convincing transformation. This snaps into place. These fold up all by themselves. As I was putting it together, I saw those gears underneath, and I was like, no, you have got to me. Oh my God, it does! And so you put it together and just flip, 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 flip. So I was like, yeah, that sold me too. Of course, after I got it, I found out about these little things. But anyways, awesome. Very, very, very awesome. I love that down there. And Jawson's vehicle has its own little charm to it. Whatever, it's a throwaway vehicle. It's a cute enough little thing. I can live with that. There's a couple of things that I feel kind of weird about, though. The first one is we've got these flick fire missiles. You can't flick these off, by the way. You actually have to push them off. And they actually do go quite a good distance. But anyways, I like having these here, and they're green as opposed to Jawson's red. Oh, can these push out as well? No, unfortunately, we got kind of screwed over there because these things are strictly for display. That's really screwy. See, there's nothing back there to push on. They just are. That would have been so awesome, just boom, 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 boom. If you could just, you know, push on the back on real fast and you had like 4 missiles in there. No, they only gave us these little things right here. That was disappointing. And the other thing, and it's just kind of a screwy thing. I don't know why they did it. It doesn't have anything to do with actually playing with the set, but for whatever reason, this thing can pop off. Now, unless it's part of some backstory that I haven't heard, smooth panel here, smooth panel here. There's a Technic rod sitting in there, and you just slip this in there. It's actually the last step of the assemblies. You fit this thing together after you've built the engine block. Here's my question: why wouldn't they build that solidly? Why would they design it to pop apart like that? Is it for safety reasons? You know, this can come apart if too much pressure is applied to the engines or something like that. I mean, I don't get it. It's just kind of weird. So, yeah, this set's pretty impressive. I'm rather impressed with it. I will say, though, that it is something of a far cry from the glory days of LEGO Classic Space when Space Police was at its best. It had the black and the red and the blue and the green, and Space Police 1 and 2 had kind of more of a focused militaristic type of feeling to them. They were badass. They were designed for space. These are just kind of wishy-washy, streamlined, blah, 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 blah stuff. And that kind of goes for all the sets. Yeah, they've got the prison pods, but I don't know. I kind of like the previous ones where you didn't have the little press the button and the prison pod explodes with the prisoner inside thing. You know, that just kind of, I don't know. I guess I'm just so nostalgic for Space Police 1 and 2 because I never got any of them. And these are just white with a little bit of black, and then it's got red and blue lights. And I've spoken with customers in Walmart, Target, Fred Meyer's, all the toy places, all the typical toy places. And they all agree that Space Police 3 is lacking that aura, that energy, that just fantastic machines that that Space Police 1 and 2 had. And you know what? That's why the line only died after 1 year, is because it's nice that they tried to bring back Space Police, but it's not really a Space Police to get excited about. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So anyways, Undercover Cruiser, great, fun, love it, it's great. Only set I'll be getting from the line, and I'd recommend that you get one of these as soon as you can too, because, well, they're not making them anymore, so you better hurry up. Now, of course, LEGO Space Police does not have its own music theme, so I guess I'll just dazzle you with my theme instead. This is Unit 4A for CollectionDX.com, signing off.